Alright guys, good evening. It is Wednesday, April 12th, 2017, 10:35 p.m. New York time, and I hope everybody's doing well. Haven't made a video in a while, so this will be pretty quick, I think. But it's in regard to the Australian dollar news that came out just over an hour ago. And so we have the numbers here. Let me just refresh this. So here we are. So we had employment change come out much better, much better than expected. Almost triple the beat. 60.9, or about 60, almost 61,000 plus net jobs. Unemployment rate stayed the same. And the key factor, if you go to Forex Live, let me see if I can get back to it, because this was a while ago now. Sorry about this, guys. I probably should have this ready to go. Poor planning on my part. Okay, here we are. Sorry about that. So here's the kind of the details of this. And this writer here noted, huge beat. So almost triple on the headline number. Unemployment rate stayed the same. This is the big one. Full-time employment almost doubled the last one, and even that was revised up. Part-time dropped, which of course is positive because more people shifted to full-time, and the participation rate ticked up too. And monthly hours worked in all jobs increased 3.2 million hours to 1.664.2 million hours. So anyway, so overall was positive, very positive for the Australian dollar, and that did send it up. So just want to take a quick look at a couple of pairs here, just two in particular is all I'm going to look at. You can pretty much see it across all the Aussie pairs. So here's the Aussie Swiss on the this happens to be the 6-hour chart, and we had this previous strong move up, and from here to here is 15 candles. Okay, so I measured this before I made the video. This is 15 candles took it to come up here. And just to point out the difference between an impulsive move and a corrective move, this took 15 candles to go all this way. From here down to this low took 36 candles, so more than double the candles to go to retrace. And this is right to the 78.6 retracement level on Fibonacci. Okay, I already looked at it before. So again, just points to impulsive versus corrective. Alright, it took more than double the candles, and it didn't even get all the way down, and it did go to a Fibonacci level. If we look at the indicator here, you'll see that we came down, made this low, and we have some divergence forming here. So, but overall, this should proceed back to the upside here pretty nicely. If you zoom out here to the daily chart, this could be really an extended move. If this really is the start of this, if this was the start of this uptrend here, then this price action is going to go up and make a new high here, which of course is the daily charts. This is a lot of pips. Even if it just goes back up here. Now this is only the Aussie Swiss. There's not a lot of pips here, but it's 200 pips. Even if it just gets back to here. And you can see when it made this new low here, that again we had some divergence on the oscillator. Okay, so we'll see where this goes, but this should be a pretty good trade if you got into it. And the other one we'll look at was the Euro Aussie. Of course, it's just in the inverse. So here we are. This is the 8-hour chart, but of course you can go down here and see it on the 6-hour too. Strong impulsive move down, choppy, sloppy, corrective move. This one I didn't measure, but it looks like it's probably about the 78 retracement too. 61.8. So this one, well, actually this candle made it up here, but between the 61 and the 78, so a pretty good bellwether for marking this. And this took 12 candles to make this down move, and to make this retracement it took 38. So more than triple the candles to go only 2/3 of the way. So again, this trade should go for quite a while, and even if this whole thing is just an ABC, you're still talking about, assuming you have a equal distance A and C, that's 378 pips. So off this high, 378 pips takes you down to about the 138.40 level. So this got a ways to go. All right, so you know, again guys, you can just see that these were set to go by the way they looked. Strong impulsive moves, corrective pattern going up. So, and now of course we have the CCI compressed going down on the right here. We had it going up, spread apart. Now it's compressed and moving to the downside. Okay, indicating an impulsive move. All right, and you know, we did see the Chaikin oscillator make a new low at this low, and then as this has gone up, you see some good bearish divergence here. Went up, made this high right here, and the oscillator did not. Okay, it's not even as high as this high, which was made right here. It went up, made another new high, and again you had divergence here. So another telltale sign using a different indicator. But honestly, like I said guys, the indicators are really secondary. You should be able to tell just by looking at this. And it's not a matter of counting waves either. Again, I'm an Elliott wave hybrid, Elliott wave fundamental trader, but I'm just looking for patterns. Now that I'm in a trade, I will use Elliott wave as we go here on a shorter time frame to start looking at the shape of this move down. But just in terms of the bird's eye view of getting into the trade, I didn't need to count any waves. It should just be obvious by the way this looks, and then, you know, when the news came out, it certainly confirmed that. So anyways guys, so that's it. Hopefully you were able to get into this trade. I think if you're not in it already, it's probably too late unless you want to wait for a nice pullback, but hopefully you got in. So this is my demo account. I did get in on my live account just before the news came out, so I'm planning on holding this all the way down. I suspect for the rest of the session tonight, for the rest of the Asian session, this will probably just kind of meander around. We may get a little retracement, but I would expect during London tomorrow to see this down move accelerate again as more liquidity comes into the market. So things are kind of quiet right now after the initial news release. Like I said, we'll probably drift, may even correct up a little bit, and then we should get a better move down tomorrow. Anyways, positive news for the Aussie. So you know, a lot of these trades are good. The pound Aussie looked good too. I'm not going to show you that. It looks very similar to the Euro Aussie. It's going down. You can check it out, but it had a very similar look. Okay, so anyways guys, that's it. Like I said, hopefully you were able to jump in and make some pips, and I hope everybody has a good night. If you have any questions, post them below the video or on Facebook if you're in Forex Gods or one of those rooms, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks guys.